Hello, and I'd like to welcome you to How to Navigate Atomic Learning. First, I would like to start off by saying it is a pleasure to report that NCCC now has a campus-wide license for this wonderful training tool. And at this point, everybody on campus has access to it through a single sign-on on Blackboard. And you also have the option of Grade Center integration for courses and communities. So, what we're going to be talking about today is who should be using Atomic Learning, how to log in, and how to use the searching options through the Discover, Searching, Building Favorites, and My Training within Atomic Learning. The campus-wide integration gives us the ability to use these tools throughout the entire campus. OIT can use it to assign students videos for tools that students need help with, such as Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or Access. Faculty can add videos and assessments from Atomic Learning for research and research papers students will need to complete in their courses. Student services can use videos on student success, interviewing, note-taking, public speaking, and resume writing. Faculty can use it for professional development to learn new technologies and accessibility training. HR can use it for professional development and new staff training. These are just a few of the many areas Atomic Learning can be used on our campus. Everybody at NCCC has access to Blackboard, and we have set it up so that you have a single sign-on through this site. So if you go to the Quick Links menu on the college homepage and select Blackboard, you also have the option to go directly to the Blackboard site by going to bbniagara.ccc.sln.suny.edu. Now, for your username and your login and password, you will be using your same, either your T-Wolves or your Outlook username and password that is assigned to you through the college campus. If you have forgotten that, you have the option to go in to forgot your password, and they will send you a password reset option through OIT. So at this point, everybody has access to this. All right, once you actually sign in to Blackboard, what you're going to look for on the My Institution page, which is the home page when you log into Blackboard, is the Atomic Learning Launch button on your screen. You might have to scroll down a little bit to be able to see this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch over to Blackboard and share that screen with you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log in. Okay, and I'm going to scroll down and you'll see that the Atomic Learning Launch button is somewhere on this My Institution page as you enter Blackboard. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, now the first thing that you're going to look at is the Discover screen, and you have several tabs going across the top of your screen. We're going to start working from left to right. Now, the Discover screen has specific topics that you might want to search through the Atomic Learning website. So what you can do is you can actually go in and select 3 of these topics. So if I want to look for some software support, and I also want to look for information on mobile devices and instructional tools, I can turn that on and off if I want to. And then just hit this Done button to search for these topics. And it will look through the site and find some topics for you to go in and look through. Okay, and you'll see that there's a See More option, and I can see here there's some Microsoft Excel and Word and the QR codes, PowerPoint. So there's a lot of different things that popped up using the search for those specific topics. Now, let's say that you go out come back a couple days later, you might see some new topics in here. It will automatically check the site for anything new that falls under those categories. So you have the ability to go in and come back in later on and see what's available. You can also go back in to change topics and select different areas of interest and then redo the search. Okay, so this is kind of to set up the system so that every time you go in, you'll see those selections. Now the next tab going across the top is your search tab. Now you can search for keywords in here, and I'm going to put in okay. And if I look down through, I can see that there's a whole different list of options in here, and there are several pages to these options. If maybe this didn't quite find what you were looking for, you also have the advanced filters. So if I turn on the advanced filters, instead of looking for a specific topic or keyword, I can go in and search by application. So if I know what I'm looking for is Microsoft Word, I could find that in the list and add it. Okay, you also have the option of all topics. So if I want to go in and maybe I want to work with a student who is having some problems with accessibility, and I can go in and find out maybe if I need to make some changes to my documents in here. So I could go in and search for all the accessibility issues. Okay, and I'm going to go to another page here. Let me see here. All right, so let's say I want to look at resume creation underneath this category. I would click on that particular set of videos. And this one here is more of a workshop, so that they're going to have documents and stuff for you to look through. So that's one way to go in and search. I'm going to go back. Okay, and another way I can go in and do the search through the advanced filters is I can go into categories, and let's say I want to just find workshops that are available through Atomic Learning, so I can select workshops. And if I look down through here, I can see different workshops that are available. So let's say I'm interested in YouTube for Educators, so I'm going to click on that. Okay, so now as I'm going through, I can expand these categories and say, okay, I don't know how to create an account, so I could go in and click on that and watch that video. Okay, a lot of times we're going through and looking for stuff and we find other things that might be interesting to watch, but maybe right now we don't have time. You can also go over and you can star different videos that you want to look at. And those will be loaded into an area so you can go back in and look at them at a later time. Okay, now all these videos are going to be closed captioned, so that makes them ADA compliant, which is great. Okay, they have so many different topics, so many different software programs that you can work with in here. Okay, so that's another area that you can go through, and I'm going to go back home here. And then under the search, and again, I can go through and pick out different videos. Now you can also add these videos to Blackboard for students. So if you go in and find a set of videos that you want to assign your students, you can actually add them through Blackboard. Now this is something that is in the second training video that I'm going to offer you, and you want to watch that video on how to input those into Blackboard. Okay, now if I go to the favorites tab, anything that I had starred will show up in my favorite series. So if I can go in, I can watch one of these videos that I marked for me to look at a later time. Okay. Now, also, one of the things I can also do is I can assign myself training. You can also assign students training, but the students have to have logged into Atomic Learning for you to be able to assign it to them. So it's better to do it through the actual course in Blackboard to do that. Okay, now if I check my assigned training, I can see if I've been assigned anything. So actually departments could actually go in and add training for faculty to watch. So if you're a new faculty member, HR could actually assign them training to watch. All right, now another area in here is the My Campus training. if, for an example, we had set something up for, let's say, FERPA in here, and we wanted everybody to watch those videos, we could actually set that up in this list here and have everybody watch these videos and maybe take an assessment on that. Okay. Now, going across the top, your home page will take you back to the screen, which will show you these 5 tabs. Your tools option, with tools, the one thing that you will have, I have a lot more to mine because I'm an admin, but you will have an option to go in and learn how to use this site. So there's actually training videos that you can watch on how to use atomic learning. So you could watch those. The next tab across the top is your support tab. And the support tab is a great way for you to go in and get help with atomic learning. So if you have any questions about it, you could go in and look at the frequently asked questions. You can go in and get contact somebody right then and there and talk to them. You can also send an email or give them a call. And then you can also make suggestions of what extra videos they could add to this. All right. Now the extra tab at the top, you have the option to see what's new in the Atomic Learning website, and I will say that I find something new every single time I come in here. Okay. They have a blog so that you can go in and see the articles that they have on the blog. You can see what everybody else is looking at and what they're finding useful, so you can see what everybody else is looking at in there. And the weekly giveaway, you can go in and watch their weekly video and sign up to win a free sweepstakes gift. So you have that option. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that you can do through Atomic Learning. Now I'm going to go back to home for a second, and I'm going to go back to search. Okay, and under filters, one of the big things that I want you to notice is underneath topics, there's some great topics in here. Assistive technology. So if you want to see some tools that a student would need for screen readers, things like that, that's in there. Career skills, we could assign those to students. They've got accessibility, accounting, maybe different tools that students might use in an accounting program. Assistive technology. All right, calculators. If you have a special calculator that you use in a math course, you can actually add a video on how to use that calculator. Okay, here's one on cameras. You can actually have videos for students or have them watch the videos on how to use a camera. So you can see there's a lot of different videos in here or workshops that you can use. Computer skills. If you find that your students need to use, let's say, Microsoft Word, or maybe they don't even know how to save a file to a computer, you can go in and grab the computer skills workshop and throw it into your course and make sure that their computer skills are up to date. Okay, so there's a lot of different workshops in here that you can go in and topics you can add to your courses and use them. Okay, so that's a breakdown of how to go in, log into the Atomic Learning website, and the main thing is being able to go in and search for videos. And please watch the second video in this series to see how to add these videos into your courses. Thank you.